Hey, how's it going, guys? So I'll be covering how to use Microsoft Azure to automate different Microsoft applications such as OneNote, Microsoft To-Do app, and maybe cover other applications such as Microsoft 365 applications for Excel, Outlook, and other things. I also cover how to use some of the AI services such as Microsoft Azure Vision API to detect different face features and cover other things. But before we can do any of that, we need to first of all set up our Azure account, and we need to create a new subscription and new apps and cover other things. To be honest, when it comes to using Azure in Python, Microsoft Azure is not my favorite service to use comparing to Google Cloud or Amazon AWS. But because there are so many things you can do with Microsoft Azure when it comes to automating different type of tasks. So in this video, I want to just quickly go over how to set up your Azure account. Alright, so first thing first, let me zoom in a little bit more. So I want to go to the Microsoft Azure homepage or the let me see. So I think it's portal.azure.com. Alright, so if you're not sure, just go to portal.azure.com, and that will take you to the Azure homepage. Let's see if I can. Let me do that. Azure homepage. To the back, it should be azure.microsoft. If you have an account, great. If you don't, register for an account, and I think Microsoft Azure gives you $200 credit. Once you sign into your account, let me go into my account. Or it should be portal. So once you register for an account, go to the portal page. And just give a second. Alright, so there are a couple of things you need to do. You will need to register for a subscription. And there are actually many services that are free. If not free, at least it's free for certain amounts of usage. On the subscription page, you want to click on Add to create a new subscription. And here, based on your use case, you need to give your subscription a name. So for example, my subscription name can be Face AI Detection. Actually not, just Vision AI related, something like that. And because I already provide my billing information, which is my credit card information, so here Microsoft already have the information on file. If this is your first time using Microsoft Azure, they want to provide your billing information and you can choose different plans. I'm using Microsoft Azure plan, which is the standard plan, and it's free. So in the beginning, it's free unless you use some of the services that you exceed the quota limit. And once you finish, create a new subscription. Here, let me go back to the home page. The subscription is required later on when I show you guys how to use some of the artificial intelligence services in Microsoft Azure. The next item on the agenda is we want to create a new app. The reason why we need to create a new app is because when we start using different Microsoft, it's not Azure anymore, it's just Microsoft Office related applications such as OneNote, Microsoft To-Do, Microsoft 365 Office applications. And I think there are other things we can do. Let me take a look. If we go to Microsoft Graph, so this is basically the API service we'll be using to automate different Microsoft applications. So let's take a look. The Explorer will give us kind of like a raw idea on what we can do with Graph API. So we can manipulate Outlook calendar, OneNote, Google OneDrive. So that was actually one of the things many people requesting on how we can use Python to automate OneDrive. And here's Microsoft To Do. Let me see, Excel, that's a big one. And Microsoft Planner. So I don't have Planner installed on my PC, so I might skip that one. And Outlook. Yeah, Outlook and the calendar and OneNote are some of the big ones. And because for me, I do a lot of things using OneNote, so it would be nice I can finally automate things to automatically insert contents to OneNote. Now let's go back to Azure homepage. And to create a new app, we want to click on this navigation icon. You want to look for Azure Active Directory. And go into that. Now on the left hand side, you want to look for app registrations. So right here, go into that. Right now, I already have 2 apps created. One is for some of my Python development. The other one was for testing. And to create a new app, on the top, you want to click on New Registration. So here you want to give it app name. So it can be Hello World app. And here you can choose the account type. So here you can choose whether or not you want to provide access to the directory owner only. If that's what you want, you can choose the first option. And if you want to share your app with people from different Azure directory, then you can choose this one, the second option. If you're only creating an app for yourself, then you want to choose personal Microsoft account only. But if you want to do everything, for me, I just do everything. So I'll choose the third option, and this will give you the most flexible access that you can distribute your application. Now scroll down to redirect URI. For my setting, I'm using web. Since I'm using the API to automate different tasks or to develop any desktop application that utilize Microsoft Graph API, and I don't have a website, so here I'm just going to type HTTP. I'm going to type localhost as my web address. Now click on register. Once the app is created, you're going to get a list of information. So this is your client ID, your tenant ID, and your object ID. So this one is not very useful because this very rarely that you will need to use. You will need to provide your object ID. On the right, so here we can, if we go into, here let me go back. If you go into redirect URIs, here you have the option to change the redirect URI address. You can also add multiple URI addresses depending on if you are doing web development. Then you have the option to add multiple access points. And let me go back. Alright, so here if you look at here's code APIs section, and from this image, you already know that we can pretty much starting to automate different Microsoft applications using this Hello World app. And before we can do that, there are a couple of things left to do. So on the left hand side, we need to create a secret. A secret is basically your password allows this Hello World app to access the API. Under the client secret section, we want to create a new client secret. And here you have the option to set whether or not you want the secret expire within certain time frame. And for me, I'm going to choose never, since I'll be using this app purely for my own personal use. And click on add. Now a new secret is going to get generated. So it's right here on the value. And make sure that I copy this value somewhere, whether in a text file or in Excel file. Just make sure that you have the secret value saved somewhere. And once the client secret is generated, now on the left hand side, so let me just show you a couple more things. So I want to go to API permissions and click on add a permission. Depending on what services that you're using, for me, I'll be covering purely just on Microsoft Graph API. But there are other services that you can configure. So before we can use any Microsoft Graph services, very similar to Google Cloud and Amazon AWS, we need to enable different permission accesses. So if you go to this list, there are actually quite many items that you can set different API permission. And so here we have calendar, Booking. I haven't used Booking app before. And let's see, in contacts. So there are just many applications that you can set different permission level. If we look at some of the applications such as notes, so here we can set whether or not from our application to be able to create a new notebook, to read a notebook, or to be able to have write permission to create different contents and so on. And that's pretty much it. So this is everything I want to cover in terms of setting up your Azure account. If you have a question, always feel free to leave a question in the comment section below. And for the next video, I'll show you how we can automate Microsoft To-Do app using Microsoft Graph API.